Hey YouTube, it's Naim Nappy and I'm back for another Tip Tuesday. Now this week I'm going to be talking about castor oil and all of its benefits, and then we're going to be making a fenugreek and castor oil hair growth oil that will also stop hair fall dead in its tracks. So let's learn a little bit more about castor oil and get to mixing, okay? Now castor oil actually comes from the bean of the castor oil plant. It's pressed and contains about 90% of a fatty acid called ricinoleic acid. This monounsaturated fatty acid is really special because it acts as an humectant and a moisturizer. Plus, ricinoleic acid is really responsible for giving castor oil its medicinal properties. You know, when you were younger, maybe your grandmother or your mother was like, you were feeling a little backed up, your grandmother was like, take this spoonful of castor oil because it has a lot of laxative properties. But let's dive into a little bit deeper into why that is actually beneficial for topical use on our hair and skin. So ricinoleic acid works by activating a receptor in our blood tissue, which is responsible for the dilation of blood vessels. Now this becomes very important on our scalp if we have poor circulation on our scalp. And this would aid for some people the increase in hair growth because it allows lots of stimulation to the blood vessels in our scalp and follicles, providing it nutrients and oxygen that can lead to faster hair growth. All right, so now the second ingredient we're going to be focusing on today is fenugreek. Now you guys know how much I love fenugreek. I've made a hair tea with it, a deep conditioner leave-in, a tea with it. Now I just realized in my previous video I said about making a fenugreek oil. I realized I haven't shown you guys how I make my fenugreek oil. And I definitely use it with castor oil because they have a lot of similar benefits. And also something really important about fenugreek is that it contains trigonelline. Now this is important because according to one patent, trigonelline is responsible for stimulating and enhancing hair growth in living creatures. So y'all, with the combination of the castor oil and fenugreek, let's go ahead and get to mixing. Now you guys know I couldn't end without mentioning my surroundings. I'm actually visiting family right now, and so you know this is a little guest room magic for you guys. But let's go ahead and get to mixing our hair growth and hair loss oil. So you know you have to begin with the double boiler method. This works in a crock pot as well. I'll be using a 1/4 cup of my castor oil. Now it's always great to dilute your castor oil so you don't have a big sticky mess in your hair. And I'll be using a 1/4 cup of my extra virgin olive oil. Next I'll add a 1/4 cup of fenugreek seeds. Now keeping this recipe really simple for you guys. Let the mixture heat up for about 1.5 hours to 2 hours, never allowing the oil or the seeds to boil or burn. Once they're cooled down, go ahead and pour into a mason jar for further use of infusing. So you guys know I have to add a little spice to this recipe. So I'm going to go in with 1 tablespoon of avocado oil. As we learned last week, avocado has so many benefits. And 1 tablespoon of argan oil. Now, of course, if you guys want to add some additional benefits, we can go in with our favorite essential oils. I'll be using lemongrass for the scent, and I'll be using peppermint oil because we all know it's great for stimulating hair growth. Now that we've mixed our fenugreek and castor oil hair growth oil, and it smells amazing. I know a lot of you guys have talked about maybe not liking the smell of fenugreek, but creating it in this oil really helps to mask the smell when you add the essential oils. Floral essential oils or fruity essential oils like your lemongrass will help to mask the smell if you don't like the smell of fenugreek. So how I'm going to use it, I'm going to show you 3 ways in which you can use this to help stop hair fall and stimulate hair growth. Now the first way is your old school way of just using it to massage your scalp as a nice treatment. I chose to make this recipe really simple because a lot of times you don't have all the herbs on hand, but you still want all the benefits, and this fenugreek and castor oil will work amazing in your hair. And y'all, if you don't know, scalp massages are a great way to help stimulate blood circulation to the hair follicles as well. So this is something you should be doing, especially if you're experiencing hair fall, especially in that crown area. Now, the second way I like to use this castor and fenugreek oil is as the sealant after I do my LCO method. And I have already spritzed down my twist with some water, and I'm going to go in with my leave-in. And y'all, during quarantine, I have really just left my hair into twists. So making sure I re-moisturize them throughout the week is really, really important. And then just sealing in the moisture or locking in that moisture with that oil. Again, castor oil has wonderful properties of being a humectant and a moisturizer. So after moisturizing, I'm sealing in with the castor oil. Now I really want to focus on my ends, as you guys know they're the oldest part of the hair and thus need as much protection as necessary. Now you guys, the third and final way in which I'll use this castor oil and fenugreek treatment is by heating up some water and then putting the oil into the water bath for about 10 minutes until the oil gets warm again, and then using it as a pre-poo treatment. And this works wonderful, you guys. If you're experiencing extreme dryness on wash days, this will help you to retain more moisture even on your wash days. So for my pre-poo treatment, I always like to dampen my hair first to make my hair more pliable. And then I will use this castor oil and fenugreek mixture and let it set on my hair for about 30 minutes to 45 minutes when I am pre-pooing. Well, that's it for this week. If you have any questions, please leave them down below. And don't forget to subscribe, you guys. I have a ton of other Ayurvedic hair videos, from masks to deep conditioners. So I'll leave them down below in the description box. But that's it for this week. I'll see you next time. Bye.